Hello, good afternoon. I apologize, I'm a couple minutes late. It's amazing how time just like zips right by. But good afternoon. My name is Genevieve Coe and I live in Markham, Ontario, Canada, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I have focused on just sharing stamping. I actually got the starter kit because I love stamping. It was like almost 14 years ago. My kids were really little, and I was just looking for something that I enjoyed doing. I wasn't even looking for it. I shouldn't say I was looking for it. Hi, Donna. I just noticed that I enjoyed doing it, and I thought, why not? I need something for myself, and the experience grew and grew for me to enjoy with other people, and now I just love sharing stamping with others. I really hope that what I share and the different classes I offer and just the variety of different things I do will bring some joy, some blessing to you. That is my goal. Hi, Emily. So it's just such a pleasure to be able to join in and to share stamping with you. Hi, Gail. Oh, it's good to see you guys all back. I feel like, I was a little off kilter this summer with my Tuesday at 2. Sometimes here, sometimes not. But I think we're going to be pretty back to normal because in a couple of weeks it's going to be back to school. Like we're already the last day of August, which I totally can't believe. So I'm hoping by September the kids will go off to school. I'm really hoping that everything goes smoothly, and my husband will be back to work, and so I'll have this space to myself, not feel quite as distracted. Hi, Pat. Hi, Gwyneth. So yeah, hopefully the Tuesdays will stay pretty consistent. I like to hop on around 2 p.m. Eastern and just tell you what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world. Hi, Debbie. I hope you're feeling better. I really see Tuesday at 2 as a time for me to share with you, but I hope you also see it as a time to connect with me, where we can just have this little connection time together. Share this with your friends. Invite your friends to come and join in to enjoy some crafty escapism, whatever you're doing in your day. So, okay, so this is the last Tuesday of August, so it will be our last week focusing on the stitched leaves dies. So if you're new or you've never knew before, never saw a pattern, every month, at the beginning of the month, I try to pick a product that I want to focus on all month. And so each week I will show one project made with the product of the month. So it just helps make it fun for me. I love to shop Stampin' Up! And I have lots of things, so it just gives me a little bit of focus to pick something to play with. And this month it is the Stitched Leaves dies that I actually bought last year, but didn't have a chance to use as much as I wanted to. So I thought Tuesday at 2 was a perfect time to take them out and to start playing and enjoying. Okay, so that is what we're going to do today. We're going to do our last project focusing on the product of the month. Does anyone have any questions? I want to give you updates on what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world. Just a reminder, my class registration almost always ends on the 1st of the month. So for anything in September, tomorrow is the last day to register. We have some awesome things lined up for you in September. We've got technique class focusing on alcohol techniques, and you can do that class in person in Markham, Ontario, Canada, or you can do it over Zoom. So all the information will be on my registration form. Just go to linktree/Stampin' for Fun. So there's technique class, sweet and simple. It's just going to be sort of all occasion cards. We're using the, I think it's called the Summer Silhouette stamp set to showcase that all in the sweet and simple class. And then we have the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp, which consists of 3 parts. So the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp, you can do the stamp camp, which involves 10 projects. Using the Pretty Pumpkin stamp set and Gorgeous Leaf stamp set. Now those stamp sets are not included in the class fee. So you can either substitute with what you have, or you can, if you're a demonstrator, you can buy those stamp sets yourself, or if you want, you can add them on to the class fee. So that's 10 different projects, and it's going to be using gorgeous fall themed colors, and each card is going to be different, so you'll really get a great variety of things. Jennifer Cotton and I are going to be doing it together, so you'll get both of our inspirational creative brains working on those 10 projects. Included in that stamp camp, when you take the all-inclusive option with the make and take packets and everything, is a full day Facebook experience as well. You'll be invited to an exclusive Facebook group. There'll be games, there'll be prizes, there'll be extra projects, yeah, and we can connect. So the idea is that's on the 4th Saturday in September, the Facebook group, all the action will be happening there. So if you want, you can do your projects. I mean, they'll have been shipped ahead of time, so hopefully you will have received them by then. And you can enjoy all the posts on the Facebook group while working on your projects. But if you can't do it on that day, don't worry, because you'll have the tutorials for life. You'll have access to the Facebook group for life. So you can just do them on your own time. So that's the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp, kind of the main part of it. Now we've got 2 optional add-on classes that you can either take kind of on their own, or we suggest adding it on to the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp because it just kind of expands your stamp camp experience. So this is a totally PDF sort of thing, so there's no live Zoom. So the 2 optional add-on classes are the Cutest Halloween class. You'll get to make 4 different Halloween treat packets plus 2 Halloween cards. So that should give you lots of inspiration and ideas if you want to prepare some cute things for Halloween to hand out to your friends. You know, cute little treat packets, all that sort of thing. And you'll get the PDF so you can make 100 of them if you want. And the Cutest Halloween stamp set, you actually get the Cutest Halloween stamp set included. The Cutest Halloween class, you get the stamp set included. If you already own the stamp set, then you can certainly substitute with something else that you would like of the same value. Okay, so that's that add-on class. The second add-on class is the Christmas Cheer, Words of Cheer Christmas card class. And so that'll be 6 different Christmas cards using the Words of Cheer stamp set. Everything will be pre-cut, die cut for you, and then you can just get going on those Christmas cards. Get inspiration, get some done. I'll be probably having different Christmas card options leading up to Christmas, so you can start to stock up. And again, no Zoom portion for that. You can just do it using the tutorials, and the Words of Cheer stamp set is included, so just have fun with that. Now, if you do choose to add on both of those optional classes to the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp, if you add on both, you get free shipping for those optional classes, so you don't have to pay any extra shipping. And we're going to give you an extra gift just to say, hey, thanks for enjoying the full stamp camp experience. Okay, so fall is the perfect time to get back into those craft rooms. If you haven't been crafting much over the summer, fall is the perfect time to do that, to get your crafty mojo on. And so Jennifer Cotton and I have come up with this great stamp camp option, so versatile, so flexible. So whether you've got little kids at home and you can't do it at a perfect time, you can do bits of it anytime you want, because you'll have everything, the PDFs and everything available for you. Or if you're someone that just needs a little like connection when you do it, don't worry. If you do the Awesome Autumn Stamp Camp, you have access to the Facebook group where there'll be lots of chatting and sharing and showing of what we've made. So we've really tried, Jennifer and I have really tried to make it as flexible as possible so that it can meet whatever stage you're in with your crafting. We want to make it a fun experience for you. Okay, so tomorrow is the last day for those September classes. Don't forget to sign up. You can message me or just go straight to my registration form. Linktree, linktr.ee/stampin4fun. Okay, and then there's one other event which is a little bit unique, different, because it is just for demonstrators. So if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this event is for you. It is focused on the holiday catalog. we're going to have 12 different make and takes. So if you get the all-inclusive package, you will get a box delivered to you with 12 pre-cut with envelopes make and takes, plus 2 pillow gifts, plus a goodie bag, all included in your box. And on top of that, and why it's just for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, is because we are going to have business training. As you know, I've had the pleasure and honor of being one of the top demonstrators in Canada. I'm working with one of my team members, Zara, who also is a very active, successful demonstrator. So not only do we want to share your tips with you, we're inviting guest Stampin' Up! Demonstrators who are very successful in the business to share some training with you as well. So you're going to get that as part of the event. There's going to be 3 additional bonus stamping demonstrations throughout the day. It will be on Zoom on October the 2nd, but the deadline to register, I just like to keep it simple, September the 1st. Okay, so that is that. I think those are all the classes coming up. I'm watching the comments to see if anyone has any questions about any of those classes, because I know it can be a little confusing when there's so much going on. Trust me, sometimes my brain is like going around like crazy. So I am more than happy to answer your questions. Oh, good. Liz is excited. You registered for the demonstrator stamp and share? It is a pretty awesome experience. Okay, so let me flip this around. My desk is a complete disaster because I was actually prepping the projects for the Halloween class, and I've got stuff everywhere, but I thought if I tidied it up. Do you remember the time I did the Facebook Live? I tidied everything up, and then when it was time to do the live, I couldn't find anything because I didn't know where I tidied it. So I thought this time I won't tidy it all up. It's just going to be all over my table, but at least I'll know it's on my table somewhere. I can't wait to show you today's project. Hopefully I have it here, the projects from the previous week. So if you missed previous weeks, I'll try to show you kind of a quick recap of what we did the previous weeks. And let's get started. Let's flip this over. Okay. Yeah, see what I mean? Stuff everywhere. Let me see if I can. Okay, I lost my glasses. I've been really good about knowing where my glasses are. Oh no, they're right here. Okay, so I can read the comments after all. Okay, so just a reminder, the website to find out everything that's going on with me with all my important links is linktree/stampin'4fun. Okay, I like to do as much as I can to support and offer support to those of you who have questions or need any help with anything. And that's partially why I offer so many different classes, because I just want to offer a variety to you. It does mean sometimes I'm a little slow answering emails and stuff because there's, I just feel like I sometimes have a lot going on, but I love what I do. So thank you for staying connected with me, and thank you for joining me today. If you're new and you don't know, I love to read your comments. So make sure to comment in the chat. I do draw a winner from the comments each week. And last week's winner was Leslie G. So Leslie, I already have your card, your little happy mail all packed and with a stamp on it, ready to go out to you. So keep commenting. It makes me feel not so alone. You can connect with each other, and yeah, all the classes sound like fun. I know it is hard to pick sometimes, so that's why I'm always like, hey, if your budget allows, just take all of them, because then you won't have FOMO. You won't have the fear of missing out. Okay, so let's start with a quick reminder of what we've been focusing on all month. It is the stitched leaves dies. This is what I've been focusing on all month. Isn't that a pretty flower? We're not going to use that. I'm just going to put that over there, maybe use it another time. I just noticed it on my table. Okay, so let me show you these stitched leaves dies. They're all over the place right now, but hopefully you can see just all the different elements in this die set. Okay, so you can see there's elements that just sort of do an embossing, and the outline part does the cutting. So you may remember the first, I guess it was the second week of August, because I had the Facebook party in the first week, but in the second week, this was the card that I made. Okay, showing that we can kind of have fall themed cards. Not necessarily to send a card like, hey, happy fall, but even if you want to send a thank you card or any kind of occasion you want to send, why not give it a bit of an autumn flair with these beautiful dies? Hi, Maureen. Okay, so that was the first project that I showed. Do I have the second one around? Yep. Okay, and then the second one was this one, how I showed that you can just kind of cut out and use it as a window. And I also showed this really interesting die here, so you can see the effect that that die does to the card. Okay, so that was card number 2. And then last week, I used the dies as part of my scrapbook layout. Okay, so if you guys missed last week, here is what I created last week. I just had so much fun this summer, I had to do some scrapbooking. So you can see there how I used the dies to kind of add some glamour and pizzazz and just extra elements to the scrapbook page. Okay, so that was last week. So let's get ready to show how I'm going to use the dies this week. So we've done cards, scrapbook layout. Today I want to do something a little bit different. I guess you could call it like a little treat packet. Okay, so let me just move these so I don't lose anything here. I'm going to need it very shortly, so maybe I won't put it in the case. So to start off today, I'm going to be using the Ombre gift bags. Okay, it was so funny. Those of you that were club members or hosts last year, I had I don't know if you knew, those of you that didn't get invited, you wouldn't have known, but I did a hostess appreciation event on earlier this month. And part of the hostess appreciation event, the purpose of it was really just to say thank you. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for being a club member. Thank you for being an ongoing Paper Pumpkin subscriber. I want to hold an event just for you. And so I did the host appreciation event, and I sent them all a gift. And let me show you the gift that I sent. I sent them a gift, but I also sent them a snack because I sent them cake. Did you know that you can buy like cake in a box? Okay, so it looks like this. It's called a mug cake. And so I thought that's like such a perfect thing because my host appreciation events have always been about like eating. People used to come to my house, I'd have a chocolate fountain, or I'd have in-color cupcakes, or just something fun. So to make it fun for this virtual host appreciation event, they got a gift, but they also got this like mug cake in a little decorated bag. I think there was even icing. I even had icing included in there. But see how you can use these Ombre gift bags as just a way to give a fun little treat. And it's funny, somebody messaged me, they're like, can you tell me where to get the Ombre gift bags? Like, who's your supplier? They're so nice. And I'm like, stamp it up, hello. Just go to Linktree/Stamp It for Fun, click shop now. And you too can get your very own food safe Ombre gift bags. So you get 20 in a package. And, oh, Lindsay, you want cake with icing? I'm sorry you weren't invited this year to the host appreciation, but you're welcome to join club anytime, and then you'll get invited to next year's host appreciation event. I don't know whether I'll do cake again, but it actually worked out pretty well. So people could microwave their little mug cake, and they could eat it during our event. That was kind of fun. So anyway, so I thought, why not use these gift bags again? Oh, here I'm showing it's always supposed to be a secret what I'm making, but now you've seen it, but it's okay. We'll carry on. Let me see. So we're going to use this. So the ombre gift bags come in the 5 in colors. So I don't know whether I have all of them because I used all the soft succulent and evening evergreen ones for the host appreciation. But see, you've got the polished pink, the pale papaya. I'm using the fresh freesia. Okay, and we'll pop that in there. Okay, so it comes in a package of 20. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that beautiful Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper that I've been in love with since I discovered it. So we're going to use this one, I think. Okay, and I'll just create like a little banner across. So even though Fresh Freesia is not in this, technically in the color scheme of this Designer Series paper, I thought it still went really nicely with the bag. Okay. Oh, Paulette, I'm glad you liked that idea. Okay, so all I did was I actually just measured the width of the bag, and it was just a little bit bigger than, 4 3/4. So I thought, okay, good enough. We'll cut it at 4 3/4 by 3 inches. Okay. So there we go. And then I felt like it needed a little bit of a border to really like highlight this gorgeous paper. Okay, so this package of paper, it is available for purchase. And you can see that one side has the like foil embedded in it and the other side is more matte. Okay. So you've got a few different designs there, and it is $20 because the specialty paper costs a little bit more because of the foil elements there. Now I'm going to pull in this brushed metallic cardstock. So this brushed metallic cardstock is a carryover from last year, I believe. But I love that in one package you can get 3 different kind of colors of that metallic look. So you see there's sort of like a golden kind of color, a little more like a champagne color, and then one that's almost like a copper color. Okay, so I think I'm going to use sort of the one that's a little more goldy, but sometimes I don't want it so brassy gold, so that's when I use more of the champagne. So it's nice in one pack, you've got all these different options. So that's the brushed metallic cardstock. I know none of you are saying it, but I can imagine that you're writing things down on your wish list. You got to keep that running wish list going because you want to hit $60 so that you can get your free saleabration item. I can't believe we're already done 1 month of saleabration. Only 1 more month left. Okay, so I just want to make it a little bit wider. So we're going to go with 3 1/4. Okay, and then I think it was 4 3/4, I believe. Hope I didn't cut it wrong. Okay, so there we go. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Make sure you comment, say hi, where you're from. We love to chat and connect. Okay, see that? That already dresses up that ombre bag fabulously. Let's glue that down. So I haven't even gotten to the product of the month yet, but those stitched leaves, I think it coordinates so nicely with this Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper, which does have, see, it even has like leaf elements right in it. So that's why I've been using it this month a little bit more. Okay, I could stick that right on there. I'm actually going to, normally I don't put a whole lot because this adhesive is so strong, but because I would probably be sticking something in the bag. I'm actually imagining that you can get, hi Nan, I'm actually imagining that I would get like apple cider. I feel like you could get apple cider packages, you know, instead of hot chocolate packages, like apple cider packages, I think would be really nice for fall. So I'm thinking that the bag is going to puff out a little bit. So I just wanted to put a little extra adhesive onto the back just so that element doesn't come flying off. Okay, so it's really stuck on there really well. Okay, see that? So even if I put something inside, it's not gonna like pop off. The seal adhesive is really strong. It's nice for that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of stamping. I wanted to use, since I was just kind of showcasing the dies this month, there were no stamp sets that I was particularly like focusing on. I right away grabbed this one today, the Heartfelt Wishes. It was one of the first sets I got out of the holiday catalog just because I liked the font. I love that little trail before and after the words. So I'm going to use the Sending Love. And I'm going to use, oh, let's see if I can find it on my messy table. Yes, I'm going to use the Ornate Frames dies, and I'm going to cut a little label, this one. So the Ornate Frames, no, I think this is white. I want to use vanilla. But see, the Ornate Frames dies has so many different kinds of banners, frames, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go with this one. It's got nice notching at either side. I didn't want something too ornate because I felt like the paper was already very ornate. So I didn't want to go too fancy because I want people to notice the paper, not the fancy label as much. Okay, and then I can either stamp first or I can cut it out first. I don't really know what's better, but normally I like to stamp first. So I'm going to use the Sending Love. Oh, see, it's already on my block here. And I'm going to use the Cinnamon Cider. So I don't know if you can see, but the back of the Designer Series paper does tell you there's a little bit of cinnamon cider in the leaves. So I'm going to take that color and we'll stamp it onto our vanilla cardstock. I thought white would be a little too harsh for this project. Did I keep calling it a card? It's not a card. It's like a treat packet I'm making here. Okay, but look how nice that is. Okay, so we've got our Sending Love sentiment, and let's cut it out using our cut and emboss machine. I gotta move my beautiful project. I can't put my machine under it. Okay, so there we go. And then I can just place the label kind of where I want it to be, hopefully relatively straight there. And the cut and emboss machine, not essential, although not essential, because you could just cut a rectangle with a paper trimmer. I mean, I would definitely say a paper trimmer is very essential if you want to make cards or paper crafts. Cut and emboss machine, you can get away with not getting it at first. But once you see what it does and the beautiful dies that are available, like it's kind of hard to resist, right? Kind of hard to resist this baby. So let me know if you're interested in getting your own cut and emboss machine, because the best way to get that actually is using, getting it through the starter kit option. Because right now Stampin' Up! Is giving a free bundle when you get the starter kit. Okay, and there's so many good things about getting the starter kit if you haven't already. You end up with a value of probably, I don't know, like $300 value during Saleabration. And who doesn't want $300 worth of stamping stuff? But the best thing is that you're only paying $135, no shipping. So you really can't go wrong. Definitely, if you're ready to grab the starter kit, you could actually add all the goodies that you love. Just head to the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. Do it during Saleabration so you don't miss out. Okay, isn't that a pretty label? It looks a little stark there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of sponging, and I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry ink color to just sponge around a little bit. Okay, so it doesn't seem so stark against that beautiful paper. Okay, so every time I do this, it's going to look different. It's okay. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of like sponging around. Okay, and then that is that. Now, we haven't even gotten to our product of the month yet. So I am going to grab my cut and emboss machine again. And I'm going to use that gorgeous brushed metallic cardstock here. Okay, I've been playing with it and the leaves, as you can see. So I think I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, and we'll run it through. Let's see if we can put any others actually while we're on there, because I'm going to use a little bit of cinnamon cider. Let's see whether I can get a small piece of that. Maybe we can just do it all in one pass through the cut and emboss machine. Okay, so I think I'll do this one. It's a little bit, let's do this one. Okay. Oh, it's hard to pick one, Jen. Yeah, I just saw Jen's comment. She's asking, what is your favorite die cut set for sentiments? Okay, well, Tasteful Labels, huge. I use that a lot. So that's probably one I use a lot. I don't know whether I could say the most, because the other one I've been using quite a bit of is the Stitch So Sweetly. Whoa, sorry. Stitch So Sweetly. So I would say those two, like, it's hard to say favorite. It's more like frequency of use, I think is what you're saying, because I went straight to Tasteful Labels for a label, but I couldn't really find the one that I wanted to go with this project. So it does help a lot that I have a few different options to look at, because sometimes you need a big one for sentiments. Sometimes you need a smaller one, right? But the ornate frames is nice too. I don't use it as much, honestly, because I think sometimes I forget about it because I so often go to the Tasteful Labels and the Stitch So Sweetly. Okay, so can you see how those stitch leaves dies? How you need both sides. You need the one to cut out, and then you need the one to do that kind of embossed look. Look at this one on the brushed metallic. So nice, so nice. Okay, so let me put that die away so that I don't lose it. And we'll just do one more, but I'm gonna use the Rich Razzleberry, I think. Let's see. Looking to see whether I have like a big piece I can use. I think that'll work. Okay. I like to grab these little scrappy pieces. Okay, don't forget to keep commenting, or if you haven't commented yet, just let me know you're here, and then that way I can enter you into the little happy drawing that I do each week. And of course, feel free to share this video so that your friends know how come you're so happy. It's because you're enjoying a little craftiness, a little crafty escapism today, eh? Okay, so there we go. We'll just do a larger leaf with the Rich Razzleberry. So I pulled these colors for the leaves from the designer series paper. It really gave me the inspiration for the designer series paper. Okay, so there is our third leaf. Pretty, right? Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Okay, so we have our three pretty leaves. Okay, and then it's like I'm trying to make a bouquet of leaves, if that makes any sense. Right, a little bouquet of leaves, and that can go right onto our bag. So let's stick it all down, and then we'll have a beautiful, beautiful gift for somebody. If you want to make it more kind of textured or whatever, you could use a dimensional to pop it up a bit. Or if you wanted to have them all flat, that is okay too. Oops. Okay, see that? So to make it kind of pop up from the paper a bit, I would use some dimensionals. So I'll just pop a few on here. Okay, and then we'll pop this on. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, oh yeah, I didn't even mention that, but basically I just put some washi tape. Okay, so washi tape is not that sticky, and it was just easier than kind of running them twice through or whatever. And then now there is, excuse me, this twine pack. It's called the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack, and it's got like a few different colors of twine. So I'm gonna use the, it's like a vanilla color. Okay, so I'm gonna use that and just tie a little bow. Okay, so I kind of like adjust the ends to see how big I want the little bows. Okay, and then I'll just put that there, almost like it's a little bouquet of leaves. Okay, bouquet. Okay, so I'll just pop a little glue dot on there. Okay, and there we go. We've got a very pretty fall treat bag. You could stick some coffee in there. You could stick like a package of apple cider. Okay, but see how our product of the month really is the highlight of this project. Well, that and the paper. I really love the paper. So what do you guys think? Hopefully this month you've gotten some good ideas on how to use these stitched leaves dies. And I'm super happy that I got to use these stitched leaves dies because I bought them last year kind of at the end of the season, so I didn't have too much time to play with it. So thank you so much for giving me an excuse to take out a product that I purchased a while ago and haven't used. So if you ever have that happen where you buy something and then you don't like use it, I challenge you to do what I'm doing. Just take it out, make 4 projects with it, have fun with it. I'm looking for the other projects. Oh, I put them over here. Okay. Right? So just if you haven't used something and you want to use it, just go for it. Take it out, give yourself time and permission to play. Because these dies, I'm so glad that I took time to play with them. And I actually asked my daughter to help me make a bunch of these so that I can, I don't know, many of you know because you've shopped with me before, but when you shop with me, I am always grateful for every order I receive, no matter what size order it is. So I try to get in the habit of sending a handmade thank you card. So I've made up a bunch of these. My daughter helped me die cut them and everything. So this will be my next batch of thank you cards going out. I love this so much with that leaf. Yay! So thank you for tuning in. Let me flip this over and just check if you have any questions. And just a quick reminder that tomorrow is the last day to register for any of my events. So the leaf looks so real. I know. It's even better when you sponge it and make it a little dirty. It's like it's really like out there. Got some dirt on it, right? So don't forget to register, and let me know if you have any questions, because I know sometimes if you've never registered before, if you've never like used my little form before, don't be shy to reach out. I am slowly plowing through my emails. We had stamp camp this past weekend, and so that was a great experience too. And I have set the date for the next stamp camp. I always do stamp camp with anytime there's a new catalog. So it'll be the end of January, January 22nd, 23rd. Around there is when I'm planning to do the next stamp camp. But we made 10 cards together. We had like bonus stamping demonstrations, which always makes me want to shop more. And yeah, so I was busy with that. And then I'm still doing some cleanup from the garage sale. So things have been really busy. And last weekend, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, was the Stamp It Up leadership event. So I actually treated myself and went to a hotel, and it was a virtual retreat, but we were able to kind of watch online with some of the other Team Stick girls, and I roomed with a couple of Team Stick girls that I don't get to see very often. So anyway, things have been super busy. So if you've emailed me and I haven't, oh yeah, if I haven't gotten back to you, just message me again. I'm slowly getting through the emails and my texts and everything like that. So I'm really sorry that I haven't been more timely, but it was just literally not enough time in a day. Yeah, Jen joined in on Stamp Camp and then did Sweet and Simple right afterwards. She said it was fun, but she was pooped. Yeah. So it was fun, but I was a little pooped too. But you have something to show for it now, Jen. You should take a picture and post in the group. She did like 10 cards, plus she did Sweet and Simple cards, and it was like a whole day of happy stamping. It was great. Yes, Maureen, yay, yes, my roomie for the backstage event. So it was great. It was great. So thank you so much for being a part of my stamping journey. I appreciate you so much. Let me know how you'd like to participate, whether you want to host a private class. That'll get you in for my next year's host appreciation event. If you want to join my club, if you want to shop, if you want to join my classes, like I do a lot, I know, but it's really because I'm just looking for ways to serve and hopefully bring you a little joy and blessing. So thanks for being a part of my journey. We'll see you next week, Tuesday at 2, and you will have to find out what next month's product of the month is. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.